If you're new to this channel, please subscribe. I'm new as well. I'll be covering all sorts of wide coverage of news, games as well, and also doing some, reaction on videos. So please, do join me. What I'm gonna do is today is, I'm gonna touch on topic of politics. I mean, recently there's something really tense going on in GOP. Yeah, when I talk about GOP, first thing comes to mind is
$1 million since the former president's mugshot was released. Trump was booked into the Fulton County Jail in Georgia Thursday on charges that he illegally schemed to overturn the 2020 election.
yeah, he got arrived in the Fulton County Jail, and turned himself in, and he was set with $200,000 bail. To him, money isn't anything, right? But that might really get himself into some really difficult situation on his presidential run. I don't know. You guys might know. He's the front runner, right? He's a front runner of the GOP for presidential election. To come to think of it, Trump really got himself into this mess. Ever since the riot January 6th, he's been indicted as well. He got himself into a lot of bad situation. He got himself as well into those. The one that I say is just the obvious one. There are some as well, like I would say, so he was charged. With one count violation of Georgia RICO Act, 3 counts of criminal solicitation, 6 counts of criminal conspiracy. With the files document that he provided, a lot of, previously there's a lot of news about that, covering him, that he's been hiding those false documents from police. He basically, the police. I think most of you people know that the FBI, just raid his Mar-a-Lago, his mansion, find some of those really illegal documents, right inside of his house. I'm not a huge, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of Trump. When it comes to GOP, I kind of like, some part of the Republican side, right now. I think right now I'll be more on if I were a Republican, okay, who should I vote? I think I will vote for someone that is, that is really, strong, that have, that mentality to really, give, give the public, what they deserve, in American. I think I found one guy, right now he's actually been, really, getting to the top,
Country is in decline. This decline is not inevitable, it's a choice. We need to send Joe Biden back to his basement and reverse American decline.
I think that my best candidate, if I were a Republican, I think I'll be betting on Ron DeSantis. Yeah, that's right, Ron DeSantis. I've been watching news about him. Lately. He's a very steady guy. When it comes to Florida, that guy really, nails his citizen, Floridian. If you go around Florida and ask, who's the best government, I think they'll just, put the name Ron. Not to mention that, lately there's been a big debate in GOP, and look at the numbers. See, 5/3 and IPSO, 29% Republican votes poll say that DeSantis performing the best out of the 8 candidate stage in Milwaukee. I mean, the poll was conducted in 2024. This was the news that I've been, seeing a few days ago. I mean, if you ask me that, is he fit to be the president? I mean, yeah, I am. I mean, he's the way I see his debate on the GOP. I mean, is really really good. I mean, so good. I mean, the second person I think I will vote if I am Republican. Okay, I will go for Nikki Haley as well. I mean, she's very sturdy person, and I mean, hey, we do need, like, I mean, if she wins, I mean, America's gonna be like the first Republican lady of president. I mean, that's cool. That is really cool. So I'm just gonna show you guys a bit. Yeah, so I think this out is in Washington Post. So this was also a few days ago. It was, I mean, the poll, surprisingly that Ron DeSantis was the highest, if I'm not mistaken. It's kind of like, yeah, I mean, look at it. I think the picture shows everything. I mean, look at it. He got like 29%, and then Ramus was me. Sorry, yeah. So he got like 26%, and Haley's got 15. I'm not a very big, huge fan of Pence as well, and I don't think Pence is that good. During his election, I mean, during his vice presidency with Donald Trump, he like kind of like hides a lot of things. He's kind of like a very sketchy person. It's my opinion. But yeah, but you can see like overall, yeah, and you can see that Donald Trump's here didn't really participate. I think that those criminal charges and how he got landed on the Fulton County Jail, got him really, really absent on the debate. Of course, I mean, that's just tip of the iceberg, right? I mean, Ron DeSantis has still a long way to go. I mean, he has some challenges along the way. I mean, I know there's a lot of people also doesn't really like him, because of the bill that he signed on, the rules and regulation that he kind of like want to change on Florida. I mean, those are very, I guess it's some minor things as well. I mean, citizens of Florida, they love it. I mean, they find it no issue on that. I mean, this might be good. I mean, I think my point here is, if you were to choose Ron DeSantis or Trump, I think Ron DeSantis deserves a better president. So Ron DeSantis is kind of like the only guy who can challenge Trump right now. I mean, yeah, I mean, it is for me. But I mean, who else? Okay, but of course, like I said, he has some obstacles, to go through.
Well, thank you for doing this. I want to just say to the councilwoman, I got you. Don't worry about it. We've already been looking to identify funds. We are not going to let people be targeted based on their race. We are going to stand up, and we are going to do what we need to do to make sure that evil does not triumph in the state of Florida.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna do it. I mean, he's gonna really do it. So I don't think that's gonna issue. I mean, the Jackson bill, I think this was really racially motivated. I mean, this is gonna be a challenge for Ron DeSantis. I mean, really. So what you guys think? Okay, this upcoming election, we have a lot of strong candidates. We have few good contenders on the GOP side. Republican, Ron DeSantis, Vivek Ramanzi, Nikki Haley, Mike Pence, a lot more. Well, on the Democrat side, we have Sleepy Joe Biden. Well, there's also the upcoming rising contender, RFK. Well, I heard that he's pretty good too. I have no issue with him. By the way, so if you guys think that the upcoming presidential election is gonna be awesome, comment, and yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Okay, thanks. See ya. Do you think this really helps you to cool off the heat within you? I mean, yeah, it might be, but so what do you guys think about this?